What's going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Misfit Effect. And of course, I'm joining my wonderful co-host, Miss Sarah Lace.
Hey guys, so we are back with another episode, and today we have a gorgeous MILF. This time she is Afro Latina, at least from what I researched. But let me introduce you guys to the beautiful, gorgeous Jayne Doh.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
How you
So
doing,
go
Miss
ahead,
Jane?
introduce
Hey, thank you.
yourself, baby.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
Please,
ahead.
introduce yourself for all those people out there who don't know who you are, who need to know who
Yeah,
you is. Tell them who you is.
okay.
Who is you?
It's so funny because I bear it all on camera, but then sometimes I get a little shy. I'm never shy when I'm performing though. That's crazy.
I think it's
But
because like when you're in front of the camera, you don't gotta
yeah.
like you're like someone else, and so it's kind of
Yeah.
like right now I am somebody's college roommate. I'm not
Right.
Jane Doe
Right
right now.
now I'm myself, so it's just like I'm me right now. But
Exactly.
so yeah, I'm Jayne Doe. I'm from Los Angeles, California. That's where I was born. And then I went to like school and stuff out in, the desert and the IE, and I went to school in Orange County. I went to college out there. So I had like a very like strong upbringing, very strict. I had lots and lots and lots of rules. And then once I realized like, hey, I pay my own bills, I can do whatever I want, and I don't care what anybody says. I started to really live life. And I started my entertainment career modeling. I did print and runway modeling. I did reality TV. I've been in like some feature films. I've done some TV shows. And I did that whole mainstream acting career thing. And then now I'm moving over into adult because I'm like, I feel like adult film, it's something so special because it takes like mainstream work to the next level. It like really kicks it up a notch. So
Do you
I
know?
like it.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you did reality television.
Yeah, I've done a lot of reality
No,
television.
because like my start in this entire porn industry stemmed from me working in reality television as a
Oh,
casting
really?
director. Yeah, I worked on The Mole, Kitchen Nightmares, Flavor of Love 3, and like
Oh,
Real Chance of
wow.
Love. Yeah, and then I moved out to LA, and yeah, and that's when I stopped doing like rowdy TV. But yeah, that's how I started
Yeah.
was in the whole
Chance wanted me on his show. I didn't want to go on there.
wow, that you know
Left him speechless.
no,
He's like,
because
well,
no, because like I remember how long ago that show came out, and I thought she was a baby.
aw.
He did like another season.
Oh,
It was
that's
like his next season, his second season.
no, because I know he
It
did.
wasn't that long ago. It was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I forget he did one that wasn't like Real Chance of Love. It was something else, and I'm thinking about the
New
original
York,
show.
the New York
Yeah,
show.
well, he did one by himself, like real, like him and
Oh,
Real
oh.
before Real passed. Yeah, and that was so long ago, and I'm like, wait a minute, she's no, she's not. No, she's not. Yeah, unless you are, you don't look it. But it is what it is. So, so how long have you been performing then?
So like I started off doing ball busting and kink. And that was about 8 years ago. I didn't realize that that was considered adult. I thought that I was acting in funny movies. I was just kicking guys in the balls for like those sites. And then I progressed into doing OnlyFans, and I was doing OnlyFans for a while, and then I jumped into the mainstream adult industry this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you like the mainstream part of it so far?
It's very interesting. I love it.
Hmm.
I love it. I love how safe it is. I love how clean it is. I love how you get to act out these awesome fantasies and scenarios that like you would have never thought of on your own. And it's just like knowing that you're helping people who may feel lonely, you're helping them find comfort, and It's just really good. It's like I feel like a digital therapist in a way.
You know,
Absolutely.
for me,
Yeah.
like when you talk like I I don't kink shame anybody,
Mhm.
and I'm into a lot of different things of pain, but I've
Hmm.
never understood ball busting. Like that's one
Yeah.
thing. That's
Okay,
one thing I've never understood.
I'll explain it to you. So you know how girls, we have our magic wand and we have our rose toy and all that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that it desensitized the clitoris, right? So if you never put a toy or anything harsh on the clitoris, you could just rub it a little bit lightly and the girl will come all over the place. But we desensitize it. So we need this like jackhammer of a thing. Now, the clit is really squishy and soft like your eyeball, but if you put a wand or rose toy on your eyeball, it'd explode, right? So it's the same thing with your balls. When you're a
Mhm.
guy who likes to play with your balls a lot, you like to pull, like, squeeze them and just massage them a lot, they get desensitized. And then you just want them to be like hit a little bit or, and then it goes to a
Yeah.
knee.
That makes sense because I've seen some guys that their balls are super sensitive where you can't even tug on them.
Yep.
Versus I've seen other guys where they're like, "Oh yeah, that was nothing," and you're
Yep.
here like really tugging on it. You're just like, "Okay, you're not that sensitive then."
It's just all about
Yeah.
like were they the kind of guy that wore briefs? Did they always wear a cup? Or were they the guys that wore boxers and played basketball and soccer and fell all the time, you know?
I don't wear
That,
underwear,
that's
so
understandable.
Jesus
no.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You better
Right?
so
start wearing underwear.
Mhm.
Tell them.
well,
My thing is,
I haven't since like for 12 years.
I don't
13, 14
understand
years.
how guys can wear jeans without underwear.
Yeah, you're gonna zip your
No,
stuff up.
No,
right? I
I
don't know.
before I zip, I push it to the side, then I zip.
I don't
It's
know.
Oh
probably
my
longer than that.
gosh.
No, it's like no, I didn't do it in college either. So it's been like 20 years of me not wearing underwear.
Oh, you're dirty.
Yeah,
Dirty boy.
no, and I always say this is because like back then I was more active than I am now.
Uh-huh.
So it was like I'm always was ready.
I get
You always gotta
that.
be ready. So like and like even though you can take your underwear off at the same time you take your pants off, it's just faster.
See,
So
I'm
you're lazy.
you're
I'm
lazy.
extremely
Oh my
lazy.
god. No, I feel like I kind of get it. Like sometimes we don't like wearing underwear, but at least for girls, sometimes we feel the need to wear underwear even when we don't want to because we get a little extra creamy down there.
Well,
So,
if I go to
or
church,
if I had
if I
like
go to church
someone
or a
who
doctor, I
actually
wear
needs
them.
more, I'll
But
be extra creamy. So I need my underwear for that. Like,
Oh my
and then I'll
gosh.
have cream dripping down my thighs if I have no underwear on.
And it's like when your pH balance is good, you bleach your panties. And if you're not wearing panties, you're gonna bleach your dress or your pants.
Yeah, I've done it before where I'm like, this wasn't even about the bleach part, it was more about just the wet part. I was sitting down in like a thin, like bodysuit dress, and I
Oh,
left a wet spot. Like, it was just creamy, you know? If you look on
oh,
the inside of the dress, it's like I'm super creamy. If you look on the outside, it's just wet. And I'm like, yo, I just have
oh,
wet spot in the back of my dress between my
oh
thighs.
no.
I was out to dinner with people and I was just not wearing underwear and I was like, oh, I need to wear underwear from now on. I
Oh,
wet.
so like
Sometimes
real
man.
quick,
it's extra wet.
so real quick, Miss Jane, you said like when did you actually start performing, not just doing ball busting?
Um, well, mainstream this year.
I
Mhm.
thought
She said about a year.
no, I thought
Yeah.
she was a lot longer. I thought I met you last year.
You might have. So some of my best friends are in the industry. So I've been best friends with, and I'm saying best friends meaning like long term, like
Yeah.
closeness. Misty Stone, we've been close for eons. Anna Fox, Slim Poke, Jovan
Mhm.
Jordan. Those are like some of my best friends for over 10 years.
Okay.
And yeah, like before. Like, I didn't even know that they were in the adult film industry when we all first started hanging out. Chanel Harvey, it used to be like a big group of us. And
How long ago did you meet them? Because, like, I
over
don't know.
10 years. It's been over 10 years.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what I say. Like, you see them now, and you're like, "Bitch, I know what you do." Like,
Yeah, but
like
it's,
because it's like they're so recognizable, and you're just like, "Oh, I seen you."
yeah. My best friend is Raven Bay. She was my best friend. And she passed away, 2 years ago, a couple years ago. So, you know, that's like it's like me and her used to go everywhere together. Anya Ivy's another close one. She exited the industry recently. But it's like I've just been around. I've been around. A lot of people have seen me or know me in some aspects, and it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it now.
I get that. You see how like happy they are with it and how comfortable they are with their environment. You're like, I want to try that.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not even just that. It's like I got to watch so many journeys. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm so grateful that all of my friends in the industry are like Hall of Famers now. They've
Mm-hmm.
won awards. So I got a really awesome insight of like what it takes to become an award-winning star. What mental traumas and stresses, what kind of battles do they have? Like when is
Yeah,
it time to do surgery? When is surgery bad? Like like just a lot of things I've gotten to see happen in
yeah.
the
You get to see
industry.
more of the realness behind it before
Yeah,
you
so
actually get in.
there's a lot of mistakes that I won't make.
Mm-hmm. See, because a lot of people come in not knowing it, and like any clue about what to expect within the industry, and then obviously it ends up being a bit of a shell shock. Like, oh, this is a whole culture change, basically.
Yeah, it is. And it's like everything in your life changes, dating, family, your relationships with people, types of
Yeah,
jobs.
even friends, just
Yeah.
who becomes a friend changes.
Yeah, like I recently changed dry cleaners. Because my dry cleaner, he recognized me and I was like, see, at this point, I don't know if I can trust my clothes with you.
Yeah,
And so I found another dry cleaner that I've been going to, but you
Wow.
know, so you do have things like that, and you're like, I don't want people to have my phone number, you know.
exactly. Mind you, the Burger King right around the corner from me. I went to go pick up some burgers and the guy recognized me and like he was cool and all, but like sometimes you never know how that person is going to turn out, you know?
Yeah.
Are they going to end up stalking you just because they think that you live nearby or whatever? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know your personal information, you know?
Yeah, like I did, when I started in entertainment, it was, mainstream. Um, so it's like like I've been a guest on Good Day LA, Good Morning America. I've been on Wendy Williams' Hot Topics. I've been on like Tosh Point oh. I've been on TMZ a million times. Like it's been a lot of that. So it's like I was at a point in my career at one point where I just wanted to disappear, and I did disappear.
Oh my goodness,
I
twice.
realized I'm so good. I disappeared and erased myself from the internet completely. I
Okay.
erased myself and started over. And it was, like I'd be walking to Starbucks and someone screaming stuff at me. Like this dude yelled at me one day. I'll never forget. He's like, "You look better with cum on your face." And I was like, that was so rude, but you're right. Like, like it's like people
Right.
screaming things. So I'm used to like the criticism, don't read comments online, things like that.
Yeah.
So going into adult film where you're bearing all and you're being extremely criticized on every inch of you,
Mhm.
I'm so mentally prepared for it. Like, there's nothing that you could say about me, about my performance, about my body that's going to make me like go into a corner and cry. And that's when I knew it's okay and it's time for me to join.
Yeah, I
I
get
know
that.
there's so many things that people say that just irritate me, especially they say it on the internet. And then they see you in person and then they just get very cruel. And it's not it's
Hmm.
kind of like you are saying all this to me in my face, but then you're gonna go home and masturbate to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like either way, I'm some form of entertainment to you.
It's like I'm just walking to go get coffee and then, but like, okay. Or, just walking down the street and people pulling over and they're taking pictures of you. It's just like,
Hmm.
shit. So yeah, I made a complete hiatus. I bleached my hair blonde
Okay.
and I drove to Texas and then I dyed it fire engine red and I started modeling and I got big in the modeling world over there.
Mhm.
Every time I did something in entertainment, I kept getting right up there, getting right up there. Like I was like, this shit's made for me. Like so I started making money like that. Then I started traveling. I started doing runway. I walked in Miami Swim Week, New York Fashion Week, Milan. I walked in Paris Fashion Week. I've been on billboards. Like I did a bunch of campaigns. And I was like, awesome. Modeling was great because no one asks you for your name. Nobody cares who you are. It's all
Mhm.
about the clothing and the whatever the shoot is. So I
Yeah.
really love that. And then when I came into adult, I'm like, what should my name be? I still don't want people to know me. So I chose to be Jayne Doh.
Okay. I love that.
So what so question, so like this is just gonna cop off for a second. So what do you do for fun outside the industry?
Mhm.
I sleep
Oh, I love
and
sleeping.
I hot
Such
tub.
an
I have a really
oversleeper.
comfy bed. I'll show you guys my bed. It's like really comfy and I have like
Yeah.
these fuzzy
That looks like
pillows.
nice and thick, like a huge mattress.
I have a duvet
Hmm.
and it's fucking amazing. It's my favorite thing in the world. I
Yeah.
suggest everybody buy a duvet.
I
It's
get that.
heavy, it has goose down in it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
See, I've been wanting to buy a new one because I have just like the regular like comforters that come with like, that set with the sheet and the comforter.
No,
I
don't.
want to get a real duvet, like one of those like all seasons duvet, and then just start putting duvet covers on it.
So I spent probably TMI, but I spent like $800 on mine. That's about that's the sweet spot. If you're
Mhm.
spending less, then it's probably polyester fibers or like really bad goose that could make you itch.
Mhm.
So you want like goose down. And it could have maybe like 20% polyester, but you want the whole thing to be feathers.
Okay.
That's the secret. That's the secret.
Yeah.
Buy the expensive one and get a real big one. Even like my bed, I think is a queen size, but I got a king size one. Just get the big one
Okay. Do you use it year round or is it more for the winter?
all year round.
Okay. See,
Yep.
sometimes I get worried that like a comforter is gonna be like too hot during the summer and then not like warm enough during the winter. Like
No, it's perfect temperature.
that's awesome.
It's perfect. Yeah, get it. Totally
See, this is
recommend
how
it.
you know we're at our adult stage. We're talking about comforters here.
I never honestly like I don't own a Louis Vuitton purse. I don't own a Chanel bag. I don't own I own a Gucci wallet, but like I am not a materialistic person at all. I'm an Aquarius. Like I
Oh,
will
me
shop at
too.
I will love it. I will shop at Ross all fucking day.
February
Mhm.
Like
February what? Or January what?
that,
I think second, right? From what
I'm
I heard.
February 2nd.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I did my search right then. It was February
Sweet.
2nd. I'm the 18th, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
See, perfect. She's perfect. So you get me. You get me. I am
Thank
not
you.
materialistic at all. It's like if it's
Hmm.
dope, it's dope. But some things like a duvet, you spend some money on it and keep it because you can keep it for like 20, 30 years. Like these blankets last for like years. And then you buy duvet covers
Yeah.
and you put the
I'm the same way as you. Mind you, like my first car ever, it was used. It was technically one of those like refurbished titles where it was totally
Yeah.
fixed it. My car cost me $1,800, girl.
It got you
So
where you needed to go, right?
exactly. And then mind you, my next biggest purchase, I think that was my first like real adult feeling purchase, was
Yeah.
my mattress. I got a purple mattress.
My mattress.
The same as the car. Literally, I was like, yo, if I'm going to invest in something, I might as well be a really good mattress instead of some fancy car.
Yeah, see, the my blanket's awesome. Like my blanket has had a lot of different men on it. Like
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
And yeah, it's legendary. And it's like I get it dry cleaned in between,
Mm,
you know.
okay.
But it's like I just love that I have this token awesome blanket that has like the sweat and energy of like several awesome
And the
dudes.
cum.
Yeah.
Probably the cum.
I know I'm a ninja, so if you cream pie me, I do all kind of acrobatic flips and shit to get off the bed before
Yeah.
it comes out. Yeah, no, I don't spill on
Yeah.
the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a technique.
I either go and just like close up my legs and do a little waddle, or I just like lay there in bed and be like, all right, yes, y'all time to clean me up because I was so nasty for you.
I Kegel it and keep it in,
Okay.
and go to the bathroom.
Hey, them Kegels must be strong then.
I try. I call it biting the dick. I
Oh,
bite the
that
dick.
rip though.
Yeah, I bite the dick.
Awesome. Hmm.
I love biting the dick, and then they all make this face. They go,
Right? For real. Like you're already tight and then you go and like squeeze in a little bit more and you're just like, oh.
yeah. I start doing all kind of movements in there, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck that machine you got."
Mm. I just overheard it coming in the room and he nodded like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like if you do your Kegels, like you can massage the dick while it's inside of you. I mean,
Mhm.
I do it.
I've done that like a kind of like a little grip and release,
Yeah,
like a little motion to it, I feel like.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
I love that.
You got it,
But
girl.
that's how they know when you're extra freaky. Like you go and do that and they be giving you that look like, oh, she's about to steal my soul. And you're like, yeah, that's right. I know it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I love that part of it. I love all parts of intimacy.
Mhm. What's your favorite part about it though?
Um,
Is it just the fact that you're giving somebody else pleasure in such a crazy
no.
world?
I'm I am absorbing energy. Like, I'm absorbing your energy and I'm really
Mhm.
connecting to you. And I'm connecting to like innermost self. And I love that. I love when I hear men like scream or like make like those certain like female sounding moans or like
Mhm.
when they really just let it
They
go.
really
Like,
just let loose.
yeah, I absorb
Ooh.
all of that energy. I love all of that energy. And then their come is like their life force. So I love getting all of that. Just give all, and then I want them to like fall and want to sleep after. Like I want to suck all their energy.
I get that.
Like I want you to be able to
Definitely
do
a
things in life, but just give me a piece of, and because if I'm having intimate moments with you, then that means that like there's something strong or big about your personality or who you are that I really love. And I want to experience part of that, you know? So it's like all energy to me. And, and then like intimacy doesn't have to be emotional.
Mhm.
Like you can have a partner who's into something, right? Like let's say the your partner is into anal and you don't like anal,
Mhm.
but you shouldn't stop them from doing anal. You should allow them to go do anal with somebody else because it's like that's their human desire, but they don't love that person. They just love anal.
See, I'm not gonna like use that as a quick and easy excuse for men to go cheat, but sometimes this is what happens, you know? They
Mm-hmm.
express their feelings and their sexual desires with somebody, and that person ends up either like shaming them for it or just being like, "Oh no, that's not what I do." But then
Right.
sometimes you can't in their mind they don't let you go out and actually fulfill those sexual desires. So they kind of end up pent up until you just kind of you're like a dam. You just break free and the water starts gushing out. Like you just go and end up
Right.
with something with someone who's essentially giving you more attention than the partner.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that 80-20 rule. The adult industry and dating is so gray. It is the
Yeah,
grayest. It is the grayest area of grays.
I can see that for
It's
sure.
totally gray.
See,
See, but it is also beautiful to date within the industry. For example, my partner, he's not necessarily like in the industry, he's just in the industry partially because of me. Because we kind of
Hmm.
started together and he's like my photographer, videographer,
Hmm.
assistant, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But like by me essentially allowing him to be a part of my journey, he's able to see behind the scenes the realities of what's happening back and forth, you know. It's not,
Hmm.
we're not just some hoes ready to go and fuck everybody else. Like, no, this is business. We are here, like, essentially to mingle, to become not necessarily more famous, but essentially to get our name out there with more people, for people to see our brand and to see who we really are, you
Hmm.
know. But
Yeah.
some people who aren't a part of the industry won't necessarily see that. They'll just
Yeah.
be
I
like,
th I
"Oh,
think
well,
you do
I
need
can
to.
handle my girl out there doing that."
I think the hardest thing sometimes too, like when it comes to dating in general, is that people fall in love with the fantasy of someone in the industry
Mhm.
and they're not ready for the things that actually go on in the industry. Because that's when jealousy and all that other crap comes into play. Because like even though blah blah is shooting with somebody, it doesn't mean that they're in love and et cetera, et cetera. But
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
there's a lot of things that go wrong though. And it's on the performer side, and if you're dating a civilian or another performer, it's on the performer side. Like when you are shooting content, right? Yeah, it's just a job, but you have to keep in mind that it's
Mhm.
your partner. So if you go do a content trade with somebody, right? You should be there. If the scene was 30 minutes, you should be there for about 45 minutes. You should be there for about
Yeah,
5,
exactly.
7 minutes for you to sign paperwork, show IDs and tests, get dressed, shoot the scene, shower really
Mhm.
quick, change, and leave. You shouldn't be there longer than 45 minutes. But a lot
Yeah,
of
I don't
people
creators,
take
know.
like
it business.
The only thing that
sometimes what they do is they chemistry build and they like go out to eat, they go have drinks, and they do things like that. And then that
Mhm.
causes issues in the relationship because now it's like you're not just shooting, you're like kind of on a little date with this person. So, like,
The only thing I
I,
disagree with that
Yeah.
is like because sometimes like I've been on set on like where pursuits happen, whatever, and they discuss a little more about what they're actually going to do,
mhm.
and then
Mhm.
paperwork and all this stuff like that, and whatever, 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 and then sometimes they take a little bit longer. I agree, you shouldn't go on a date afterwards, and like that's a little bit too much, but so every time I ever see someone going on a shoot somewhere, and if it's a 30-minute shoot, I can see it can take to an hour and a half, like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours sometimes, depending. And it's only because like sometimes you need to talk through, let's say your first time working with this person, like what is okay and
Mhm.
what's not okay and stuff like that.
Well, that usually
Mhm.
happens when you have a scene, but in in my opinion, like it works out with me, like how my relationship, it
Mhm.
work. We have a really good system. Our system works great. But, you know,
Yeah,
I could definitely say that like when it comes to, sorry, I was getting a call, my bad.
it's okay.
Uh, sorry. Yeah, I could see. I'm gonna put my phone on do not disturb. My apologies. When it comes to like shooting scenes like that for content trades like OnlyFans or mini vids and stuff, none of that's necessary because when you're reaching out to collab with another creator, it's for a specific scene. So you're gonna reach out and be like, hey, are you available to do a collab for a girl scene? Yeah, what do you want to do? Let's wear pink and we're gonna do 69 and some scissoring. And then we'll do like
Mhm.
20 minutes of make out. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Mhm.
So then when we show up to shoot, we already know what we're shooting. We already know what's going on. We know
Mhm.
what we're doing. There's no need to sit there and talk and chemistry build. You're there to work.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Yeah. I just feel like some people do like kind of like, yeah, like work, but a little bit more play kind of on the side where they spend, maybe I do have a habit of doing this too, but like we spend a little bit too much time chit-chatting, shooting the shit, talking about regular people things because I feel like sometimes we can't always do that with everybody. So we finally see a content creator in person that we're going to collab with, and we end up just talking about life for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of
Yeah.
person. That sometimes I like talking too much, but I feel like I do warn my partner on those days, like, oh yeah, we're being chatty. It's gonna take a little bit longer to film this scene or whatever.
Right.
But
I
it's
think
all
that
communication.
Yeah, that type of honesty is what helps relationships within the industry. Like you have to either look at it straight business and no friendship or like, hey, I'll text you later or something. But it's just like
Yeah,
it comes into like just giving your partner security that, hey, I'm just here doing a job.
exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it obviously it's going to be different with every single couple, every different partnership. Because
Yeah.
for example, Ace and I, a lot of times when we do collabs, he will actually go with me. So it's not really more of that point of jealousy. It's more of like he's actually genuinely there filming, seeing how long it takes me and actually experiencing that firsthand versus some guy who doesn't get to actually see how you work as an individual. You know?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that this industry is full of a huge tribe for people like us. A lot of like-minded people who have like these gray areas. Like it's such a gray area. Like how long do you talk to the person before you have sex with them? Is it better or is it worse? Like
Yeah.
do you go have
Honestly,
a drink
sometimes
after or do you not have a drink after your charcuterie board or not? Like
good question. See, right?
kissing, no kissing. Like what are there like
Everyone's different. I love how
everybody's different.
versatile we can be. And the
Me,
fact
if I'm shooting
that,
content, I'm doing whatever the fuck in the content. Like whatever I want. I'm not discussing, like I'm not discussing and my partner, I don't want my partner to even tell me what he's shooting. I don't care who you're shooting with. I don't want to know. That's your business. Go to work. Like that has nothing
yeah,
to do with me. Like that's not my business, is how I feel about it. And so if I'm going into a collab shoot, I'm gonna go shoot it however I want. That's like I'm running that. Like I don't and so I think having
exactly.
clean cut rules like that has helped me personally.
Mhm.
But I do know that there's a big respect aspect. Like I'm not gonna go shoot content with somebody and spend the night at his house and watch Disney movies or like have a friends
Exactly.
marathon, like I'm not gonna go do that because that's inappropriate.
Exactly. Like, yeah, we may be having fun and all, but there is still a cap to it. There's still gonna be a limit to how much fun we have on and off set.
Yep.
You know? Like obviously, yeah, there's going to be cases where we're genuinely homies with somebody and we'll go out drinking and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
that is never, never involved around the time that we're doing content. For
Yeah.
example, we may be doing a photo shoot, then a content trade or whatever. And then, yeah, if it's like a Friday night like tonight, then you just go ahead and you go out together afterwards. But at
Yeah.
that point, all of our partners are gonna know. All of our partners are most
Or you
likely
can
gonna
invite them to all show up and meet you guys.
know exactly.
Be
That's
like, you
how
guys want to go eat?
I'm like that. For example, if my partner drops me off somewhere and I'm like, oh, but I want to go out to dinner or they invited me out for drinks, I'll have him show up and be like, hey, baby, you want to go out for drinks? Like all three, four of us, however many we
Yeah,
go, let's go out and have some drinks with friends, you know? So
that's
I feel
really
like
nice.
definitely amazing how versatile this industry can be. But I will say, like, we don't really have drinks with everybody, guys. We only do that with people who we're really homies
I don't have drinks with
with.
anybody.
Exactly. But like, for example, like one of Rockstar's and my close friends, his name is Chris Cott. Like him and I can, because we also have this relationship where he is really good friends with my partner and stuff like that. We all have that mutual respect. Shit, we could film some content and then go out drinking, all three of us or whatever, and then like have some fun. But if this was some person that I'm barely filming with for the first time, then I'm not going to go out and drink. You know, I'm
Right.
not going to go out and like cross that boundary when I don't even know you just yet.
Those lovely gray areas. I love them.
Yeah,
Nobody else in
exactly.
the world would understand this. They probably are looking at us like we're batshit crazy.
Yeah, other people like, oh, going out to drinks after work sounds great, you know.
But
But
what
for some
kind
folks,
of
like,
work?
depends who it is. It really depends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But yes, we did just ask you, well, not just, but we asked you what you like to do for fun. And you said sleep, but do you want to like elaborate and say anything else? Like, what kind of hobbies do you enjoy? How do you like to decompress?
That's so hard because I'm an Aquarius. I like to be by myself a lot. Um, but then occasionally I do like to go down to the beach. But to
Yeah.
me, like my heavenly space is to just be like in my awesome apartment. Like I'm at home. Like
I
I'm
feel
home and I read. Like I'm reading this book right now. I'm a reader. I have a whole bookshelf
you.
in my apartment. Like I like to go to the beach and lay it out and
Yeah.
read. I'm vegan, so like you'll catch me like animal sanctuary, like you know,
Mhm.
feeding goats and shit. Like I'm very boring. I'm
That's
very, very boring.
that's the beautiful part because honestly, that is how we decompress. Like our life, our lifestyle is so high energy, so up there that the way
Yeah.
we decompress really, at least for us, kind of has to be just relaxing, kind of doing nothing kind of vibe.
Yeah, like I live across the street from the beach, so
Mhm.
I just can walk over there, look at the ocean. Sometimes right now it's like mating season for the seals, like the sea lions, so they come up on the boat docks and I go out there and I'm watching them and get to watch them grow and have their little pups and see them come back every year. I've been here for like 4 years. So like I do stuff like that. Like I'll just go outside like just hang out in the sand by myself or just go hang out with the boys at the beach. I have a group of boys that I like to
Yeah,
hang out with at the beach.
just enjoy Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Let the
And
boys pay for things on top of that.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, come on. Like, boys, if y'all gonna bother me, y'all gonna pay for this. Like,
Yeah. I mean, why
even
not?
honestly, it's not even being mean. It's just like, I guess part of it can be considered the old-fashioned way. Like, I'm a lady. If I'm surrounded by like, well, we're just gonna go with five guys. If I'm surrounded by five guys, one of you can pay a drink.
Yeah, if I go anywhere, even if I'm with a guy friend,
Hmm.
like I won't pay because like I just feel like I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Especially because like if you're a guy friend and you come to my house,
Hmm.
you don't have to order DoorDash. I'm gonna cook you
Yeah.
food.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need to go and buy a drink at the gas station or grocery store. I have a bar in my kitchen. Like, I'll make you a mixed
Mhm.
drink. I got waters. So when you come to my space, I'm gonna take care of you. So if whether you're a friend or somebody I'm sleeping with, I'm dating, like I
Mhm.
feel like if I'm out with you and you're a man, you should pay for my stuff.
Yeah, you take care of me, I take care of you kind of thing, even with friendships.
Yeah, because I'm the type like you come to my house, like I'm gonna pump you with vitamins. I'm gonna cook for you. You know, we can do all kinds of things. I'll probably help you like organize some things or help you write a
Mhm.
paper. I don't know. I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff for you. So I don't know. I'm just like I'm very relaxed. I'm laid back.
Mhm.
Like I'm just really like a beach, like a little beach vegan animal girl.
A
Like
beach fatty.
yeah, like I'm just always at the beach. Like I'm just at the beach or I'm just by myself at home.
That's pretty awesome though. That
Yeah.
sounds so fun and relaxing. Because I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I know I sleep a lot, but you can't only sleep as a hobby. Like, I know you're bound to have other things.
Yeah, man, yeah, do some stuff, but it's like, I'm a nerd. Like I'm a nerd. Growing up I did the decathlon, I was in the mathathon, the science fair every year, the spelling bees every year throughout
Yeah.
all of school. Like I had the second highest GPA in my high school. I got
Okay.
into every university I applied to. Like I'm a nerd. Like I've read the dictionary 4 times. Like
Oh my God. Definitely a cute little nerd.
I'm
And
just like a nerd. Like you'll find me with a book like somewhere by myself. But I'm
I,
super friendly. I'm stupid friendly. Like I love when people say hi to me in public.
mhm. See, as long as they're nice about it, as long as they don't make no creepy comments, they can come and be nice all they want, you
If
know?
they make creepy comments, I just want them to pay me.
Right? At that point, I like give them a look like, I
Yeah.
know, like, I honestly, if the first thing that comes out of their mouth is some kind of creepy comment, I'm not gonna give them the time of day anymore.
Yeah.
Just give them a weird look and walk away, like, no, honey.
Yeah. People, I don't know, even family members, they found out, or not found out, I told them what I was doing, I went mainstream, and they ask me, the questions that they ask me is just like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. I
Like
feel
it's like
like
very invasive. It's weird. I'm like, yo, please stop sending me pictures of your butthole. I'm not a doctor.
right, like, come on. Like, I know I'm a professional in some way, but I'm not a medical professional. I don't know that part.
Or
You
like your own family members are like asking you like advice on positioning, and I'm like, we shouldn't be this comfortable.
know? Yeah. I feel like those are honestly some funny, like, conversations to have. They may not necessarily be the conversations we're looking for, but they're definitely going to be something you remember freaking
Yeah.
50 years later, you know? Like, yo, my mom really asked me this kind of question.
My mom, I had told her, I was like, I could fit my whole fist in my mouth. And she was like, no, you can't. And I was like, yes, I can. She was like, show me. And we were on FaceTime. Yes, I did it. I did it. And she
You
was
showed
like,
her? Oh my
what?
God.
She was like, how did you discover you could do that? And I was like, do you want the story or like, I don't think you want this story, mom. Like, just know that I can fit my whole fist in there.
See, after my mom found out what I did, she was basically telling me how she experimented with women, but like that's how she realized that it wasn't for her. She realized she was straight. And I was like, okay, so what scene of mine did you see where I was with another?
TMI.
Like, what? But okay, thanks for telling me, mom. I guess
Dude.
at least now I
Yeah.
know she's not into girls.
My family's pretty supportive of me. Like my mom has a company where she does like male enhancement products and stuff. So like my mom's company sponsors me a lot with products and like she's yeah, so she's like very supportive. my siblings, like everyone's pretty supportive. I make sure to like tell like my nephew, my brothers, like I make sure to tell them which companies I booked on and
Hmm.
when the scenes are out so that they avoid those websites.
I get that. That definitely makes
I
sense.
know I found one of my friends that way. It just happened to me in a pop-up. And I'm like, and this was before I knew that she did porn. And it just caught me off guard for a second. I'm like,
For real. Like that's how my mom found out. Like she cussed me out in the funniest way. She wasn't even mad. She was just like, okay, I'm gonna just say it. She was mad that she was in the middle of masturbating. She was
Oh,
on the Pornhub website and I was on that top ad, like that top banner ad.
you were in a banner ad. No.
Yeah, so she was like, yo, I was just scrolling and clicking on this one, and there was this like really cute like threesome I was looking at, and I go and I click on it, and bam, you pop up right in the beginning, like right up top, and bam, now I can't masturbate today. Thank you. And
Well,
I'm
subscribe
like,
to someone's OnlyFans, mom, and then you don't have to worry about seeing me.
right, exactly. I was like, I'm sorry, mom. Send me your. I literally told her, send me your IP address, and I'll block you real quick. I'll make sure we get that taken care of. So she didn't
Can you
know.
do that?
Um, there is a certain way that you can do it with some sites. You can
Cam
block,
soda, you can for sure.
yeah, you can block specific IP addresses and like states if you want to.
Yeah, that's
But I just
awesome.
went ahead, like blocked my immediate family's IP addresses, and I was like, I got you guys. Like, you're welcome. Go back onto the go watch your thing. All adults. Because that's the thing.
um,
It's like all she really asked me was like, "Hey, you're doing this of your own volition, right?" Like,
I'm
no
on like
forcing. I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm happy with what I'm doing and this and that." And she was like, "Okay, you're good then. Just make sure you have health insurance and taking care of yourself and whatever." And I was like, "Appreciate that." You know?
yeah, I'm on like a lot of different people's pages though, so you know, like when you have a scene come out and everyone posts it, so
Yeah, exactly. It
so
doesn't solve
question.
every problem, but you know,
So
people
question for
want
yeah.
you. Who
something.
have you not worked with that you want to work with?
Yes, that's a very good question.
Oh
I'm
God, the
sure there's a
list.
long
Top
list.
five.
The
Top
list.
five.
So this, you know who I want to work with? Like
Mhm.
ASAP, and I did a sextra role, but I want to work with Brazzers.
Okay, fuck yeah.
I want to be a Brazzers girl. I know that like they like me. I'm just like, come on, Brazzers. Like
Mhm.
I want to work with them so bad.
They're so awesome.
And then
I did a scene for them. They were so great to work with. So
right, like
lovely.
I want to shoot with Brazzers, and then I Bang Bros. I want to shoot Mommy's Girl. There's a few different sites within adult time that I want to work on, but
Okay.
like my number one wish list site right now is Brazzers. And then of course I want to do Blacked, you know, of course I want to be on Vixen, you know, but
Mm-hmm. Big
those
fishy, those
you
fun.
know, but it's just, you know, just my long list of wishes.
Mm-hmm.
I really want Brazzers right now.
Okay. We know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time of when it happens.
That's what everyone says. Everyone's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh no, Brazzers is gonna book you. It's
Mm-hmm.
just wait." And I'm like, they booked me for a sextra role, and then they booked me for this top ad thing, but I couldn't do it
Oh,
because I had to go to the dentist.
yeah. So that maybe they're probably just waiting for the next good like top
Thing.
that enter things for you.
No, like I want a scene.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course we know you want to, but I think they're waiting for a really good scene before they put you on, so they don't just
Yeah.
put you on for anything. You know,
Yeah.
like sure you can fill any role, but you'll miss Jane Doe. You gonna fill a specific role. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. We have to think of it that way. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and
So
I really want to shoot with them and I want to really want to shoot with adult time as well. like I said, and Black. One of my favorite things about those sites is the storyline and the acting.
Yeah.
I love how it's a real production, and I love how Brazzers is so bright and it's always so well lit. I love their lighting style. I love how they highlight the performers, both the male and female. So everyone gets their thing. And the shoots are just so sexy. They're not like, you don't have those gross moments or those, it's just smooth on out. And I love the acting. And then coming from mainstream, moving into adult mainstream, it's like I would love to bring those skills over.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah,
We know it's gonna happen, just a matter of time.
it has to. It has to.
It has to. They're probably gonna put you for like the best MILF scene that they could find.
Let's go. Let's go. I was MILF of the month.
Oh yeah.
I won MILF of the month with what was it? I'm looking at my thing with MILF.com and Team Ski. I was like, hell yeah.
What's up?
I got a hat and everything.
Is that for November?
No, it was for October.
October. Hey, that's
Look,
awesome. So congratulations.
Yeah.
congrats.
Yes.
Dang.
So
So
what else do you have coming up? Like what's coming out soon?
I don't know what's coming out next. I have
What about your own
a use free scene that I've shot supposed to come out. That one's really cool. I did a scene with all black. I did one with Love Her Films, the feet fetish one. That one I'm really excited about. I just did another scene, raw white meat. That one, it's it's an interracial site. I actually think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's like starring like white male performers with predominantly like you either have to be like black, Afro Latina, Asian. You
Yeah,
gotta
some
be
kind of
like,
Mexican.
but not like Russian or Italian. You know what I mean? So it's more
Yeah,
like more interracial, you know.
I
I
get
like
it.
the site. I like the site. Yeah. So
Mhm.
I have like those scenes coming out. There's a couple more. Oh, I just shot a scene with Isaiah Maxwell. So I'm
Okay.
gonna talk to him about when we're gonna release it. But yeah.
What's up?
I, I don't know when they're coming out. Hopefully, get booked for a bunch more. But to say like I started in the end of July is
Mhm.
when I first started. And I got a 3 scene deal with Team Ski. That was my start off.
What's up?
Nice.
And right after that, since then I've been booked a couple times a month.
Mhm.
So just being fresh and having that many scenes under my belt, I'm really proud of myself. I want more, of course, and I'm
Mhm.
striving to have 100. I want to be booked like 30 days out of the month.
I feel you. I feel you.
But it's a marathon, not a race. That's what my agent
Mhm.
says. I'm like, when are they gonna book me? He's like, it's a marathon. It's a marathon. And I'm like, I know, but we're on the marathon and I want to know.
I know. I feel you.
Yeah.
How companies are, you know. That's just
Yeah.
sometimes we just gotta wait till the next opportunity. Hmm.
Yeah. No, they're coming. They're coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So go ahead and share all of your links. How can we find you, your social medias, anything like that?
So all of my social medias are I'm Jayne Doh. IMJayneDoh. And
Mhm.
then on OnlyFans, it's just Jayne Doh, JayneDoh. And if you Google me, I guess you just search my name.
Mhm. That's what I did. I searched
What?
up Jayne Doe triple X and you popped up.
Sarah,
You have a
where
vagina
can I
all
find
over
you?
the internet.
Exactly. I saw you up close and personal just by
Yeah.
your name.
Where can I find you real quick, Miss Sarah Lace?
You guys can find me on iamsaralace.com. All of my links and my social medias will be on there.
We are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, Burbank Misfits on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky.
Mhm.
And I am RAWSEARR on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Jayne, you are amazing. I wish you the greatest success.
Thank
I see all the stars aligning in your future, and I can't wait to see you blow up even
I
more.
can't wait to see your browser scene.
Thank you. You know, we're manifesting right
Exactly,
now.
we have
Yeah.
We
to.
got a full
So,
moon. We have a full moon tonight, the 15th, and it's supposed to bring us all this like awesome energy. So,
exactly.
brothers,
Soak
call
in that
me.
energy. Soak in that energy. We know you're gonna get that browser
I
scene.
want brazzers like have me on a pool table in a bar, like
Oh, bend
an
her over and
airplane,
let her
anything. Put
out.
me anywhere.
That's right. Anyways, thank
Thank
you
you.
for being on the
For
show.
everybody,
We'll see everyone in the next one. Bye.
Thank you.